What's up everybody out there? Aaron here with another deck profile. Always, I do the deck profiles. I make my decks fun. Some of them look like they can be competitive, but really they're not. Now, Gravekeepers. A fun deck. It's not powerful. It doesn't have the potential of going against powerful decks. Now, okay, this Gravekeeper deck is with a couple of Monarchs. So I would say a Gravekeeper Monarch deck. Gravekeepers is a fun deck. It's not powerful as other decks you'll possibly seen where, let's just say OTK, one turn kill. That's what most decks play as, or they just have a way of stopping you from doing anything, and they have the higher advantage of winning. So me, I don't care if I win. I don't care if I lose. I just like to play for fun because you are playing the duel. So, Gravekeeper Monarch. So, here we go. Okay. Gravekeeper's commanded. If you have this card in your hand, you can discard it to the graveyard to add Necro Valley from your deck to your hand. And I will show you what Necro Valley is in a bit. The Descendant. I would say it's the most fun Gravekeeper out of all to use, due to the fact that you can tribute one monster you control. My mistake, yeah. You can tribute one face-up Gravekeeper or Gravekeeper's monster you control, then destroy one card your opponent controls, except itself. Gravekeeper Spy. It's a flip effect, so you're always going to want it face down when it's flipped up. Gravekeeper's monsters with 15 attack or less from your deck, special summon it. Gravekeeper's Assailant. If Necro Valley is on the field, when this card declares an attack, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. Now those are the Gravekeepers. Now I did say Monarchs, so it's only 6 Monarchs I'm using, which are Caius, and Ryza. Caius. When tribute summon, you can move and play one card on the field. If it was a dark monster you hit, they take 1,000 points of damage. Ryza. When this card is tributed, return one card on the field, return it to its owner's deck. Those are the only Monarchs. So, Caius and Ryza, that is it. Now I did say Necro Valley, so Necro Valley is the field spell for the Gravekeepers. All Gravekeepers monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Cards in either player's graveyard cannot be removed from play. Cards in either player's graveyard cannot be affected by cards, except for its owner's effects. So Necro Valley has a sort of a little powerful effect. Plus, it's also for the Gravekeepers. It's only for the Gravekeepers if you wish to do the effect of gaining attack and defense. So pretty much, it's just Gravekeepers. The Gravekeeper's Stele. Select two Gravekeeper monsters in your graveyard, and add them to your hand. This effect cannot be negated by the effect of Necro Valley. So it can still be played even if you have Necro Valley. most likely you're just going to get 2 Gravekeepers right back. And it says by any choice. It does not say by one and then you can't get another of the same kind. No, it's just choose any 2. Pot of Duality. Reveal the top 3 cards. Reveal them to your opponent. Choose 1. Goes to your hand. The other 2 go back to the deck. Reshuffle. When you do this effect, you cannot special summon on your turn. Most likely this whole entire deck, you are barely gonna special summon. Magical Dimension. Now, of course, this is for spellcasters, so the whole deck is spellcasters. But you aren't using that many, so I would use 2, not 3. Which is, you can tribute one of your spellcasters, send it to the graveyard, play again another spellcaster from your hand. You choose 1 card your opponent has face up, gets destroyed. Now, it does not target. So, monsters you're going against that say you can't target them, no, you can hit them. And this can be done on your opponent's turn. So, there you go again. So, players who say you cannot target them, no, Magical Dimension you can. We go Darko, Raigeki. Terraforming, not that bad to have, because if you don't have your Gravekeepers, command it. But yeah, Terraforming, that helps you get your Necro Valley. Now for my last magic card I use, and it's pretty fun to do, because yeah, you're playing for fun. Royal Tribute. Royal Tribute is just a fun card to use, because this card can be only activated if you have Necro Valley. Now, both players must discard all monster cards in their hand to the graveyard. So, it does affect you, but it says all monsters. So if you just had your Steli and you threw away Gravekeepers, get them right back. You know your opponent has a lot of monsters you don't want to deal with. You're just gonna send them to the graveyard. That's what Royal Tribute does. It's just a fun little magic card to use when you have Necro Valley on the field. So to play this, you must have Necro Valley. But it is so fun to do, and how you can screw up your opponent. So, okay, Magician's Defense. So, while you control a spellcaster type monster, any damage you take is halved. You cannot half the same damage twice this way. So, it cannot be done by both. If you have both out, both can't be activated, only one. But when you have a spellcaster out and this is face up, you take half of the damage you would be taking already. Next effect is, when it gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you special summon any spellcaster you wish to from the graveyard back to the field. So even if you had this face down and your opponent MST'd or they don't even know what they hit, remember, it gets destroyed, special summon one. So Magician's Defense. Magician's Circle. Anytime a spellcaster would attack, you can activate this trap card, special summon a spellcaster with 2,000 attack or less. Even if your opponent attacks and they were playing spellcasters, or if they just played a spellcaster in their deck, they attack, you can activate this. You special summon one, they special summon one. If they're playing no spellcasters, they can't play anything. But you do summon out another one. And you can attack again with this card. So if you attacked with one of your Gravekeepers, which are spellcasters, you play Magician's Circle, still on your turn, you can attack once again with the one you bring out. And then just, of course, you need your Mirror Force, Stormy Mirror Force, Stormy Mirror Force, Quaking Mirror Force. And then compulse evacuation device I just love using. Return one monster on the field to its owner's hand. Now, this does target, so sorry to say it, but if you're going against monsters that say you cannot target them, well then, that's just gonna suck because you can't target them. But most monsters you don't really want to deal with, you're gonna target them because they can be targeted. So, let's go with Commandant. Spy. Circle. Ryza. Raigeki. Your draw is Quake and Mirror Force. Oh no, let's not go Quake and Mirror Force. Let's go Pot of Duality instead. So, what you really want to do first is possibly throw away Commandant to the graveyard. Get a Necro Valley. Then, possibly Pot of Duality. Let's see what you get. So, let's just say it was Stelly, Quaking Mirror Force, and Terraforming. What do you really want to get? Most likely you don't want to go Terraforming because you already have Necro Valley. So maybe you just want to go with your backfield, or you're gonna get back. Maybe just your backfield. So you send Terraforming back, you send Stelly back to your deck, reshuffle. So this is what you have. Okay. You cannot special summon, but you're gonna set. Set does not mean special summon, it just means you're gonna set. So set your Spy, activate Necro Valley. If you're going against monsters and you can destroy, well then go Raigeki. Set your Quaking. Set your Magician's Circle. You only have Ryza. Rather if your opponent attacks or they just end their turn, well then you can flip Spy. Maybe you want to go into a Descendant, since it is 15 attack or less, since it's 15. Now it's just when they're played. But with Necro Valley out, they gain 500 attack, so your Descendant becomes 2000, your Spy becomes 17. You have Ryza. Maybe you want to tribute your Spy. Play your Ryza. Now, the Caius and the Ryza are not spellcasters, but it's not that bad to use. So, Ryza's effect, choose whatever card. Maybe you're gonna attack. Now, if you attack with a spellcaster, you can Magician's Circle, bring out another one. If you can make an attack still, you make an attack. So you have 3 monsters out. And you still have Quaking. Now, okay, your draw is Stelly. So maybe you want to do the effect of Descendant. Tribute a Gravekeeper. So you have your Assailant, tribute, destroy a face-up, activate Stelly, get your Spy and Assailant from your graveyard back to your hand. You haven't even normal summoned. Maybe you want to summon an Assailant, or you just want to go again to set, and your opponent knows what they're going to go against. So you still have your Assailant. They know you have Assailant. Anything going to be played? You have your Quaking to back, to save yourself. Or just, yes, when it comes to your turn again, your Spy is flipped up. Maybe you want to go into another Spy. and it becomes 25 defense. Not that bad to have. So you have 4 monsters. Maybe you summon out Assailant. So Descendant is 2,000. The Assailant is 2,000. Your Spy is 17. And your other Spy in defense mode is 25 defense. If you're going against that many monsters, let's say 3, set away all 3. So Descendant, send away 1, destroy. Send away 1, destroy. Send away your third one, destroy. Or let's just say there's 2. Or just 1, whatever. Maybe you're going to send away these 2. The one that are in attack mode. You basically want to have a good defense. So send away, destroy. And you have a good spot right there. So your Descendant is the one that helps you destroy cards. And if your opponent had that many cards still, you had nothing, but you drew Royal Tribute, you must have Necro Valley, activate, all cards, all monster cards must go to the graveyard. So even if you still had magic cards, they don't get thrown away. So that's the cool thing about Royal Tribute. Caius and Rise is just a little help. So it's like if you have Caius and Stelly, maybe you don't want to do the effect of Descendant. Maybe you just want to Tribute. Go into a Monarch, activate Stelly, get 2 right back. And yeah, you just keep on going with Descendant. Remember, you have 3 Descendants, so even if 1 was gone, you have your other 2 you can use. If you could pull it off getting them. This helps you bring 1 out. Play good. Hopefully you don't take that much damage. And when destroyed, special summon 1. Assailant is just the effect of you can switch the battle phase. Well, yeah, switch their battle position. Commandant is just helping you to get Necro Valley. The Spy just help you to bring out another one. Ryza and Caius is just not that bad to use because they have good effects and they are the top 2 best Monarchs. Stelly helps you get 2 Gravekeepers, and it does not have the effect. It's negated by Necro Valley. So even if you have Necro Valley out, you can still get a couple of Gravekeepers right back. So that is my Monarch Gravekeeper deck. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Peace.